So far, this is going pretty good. Got the fixture set up here. It's got pins that follow along and then holes that we run through with the hole punch in the pneumatic drill and just continue our way along there. So. There we go, kids. All the holes are done. Took me about an hour. I've been working on assembling the track. You can see I've got it about halfway. And I've blasted and painted all of the grousers, all new fasteners. I'm replacing about 5 of the grousers that were on there. These are the same as what is on a Bombardier. You know, I guess like a B12, those types of things, those Bombardier buses. They're pretty much the same. So, yeah, and I've got a little setup here where I just keep moving along. A couple 2x4s underneath makes it easy to slide the backing plates in, and then put the bar on, and then just keep moving. So, hopefully, we'll be done here soon. It's working out good.
Okay, so these are all parts, yes, that you're painting up.
The front and rear suspension.
But as we're discussing this, Travis has brought to light some really interesting aspects of this.
Okay, so yeah, you're right. Frank was a machinist, I guess, of sorts.
Of sorts.
So he made all the parts, but a lot of it. Now, keep in mind, this is the late '40s, early '50s. Everything cut freehand with a torch. It seems like.
So we were comparing. So these two are original. This is the one you've made. So, this is a modern cut. And then, yeah, is that going to show up? But yeah, freehand cut with a torch.
Well, okay, here's a better example. Here's a spacer from one of the springs. And you can, this 100% Frank did this.
That's not broken.
It's bothered me. I was going to make a new one. No, we'll just put this back. I cleaned some of the slag off of it and painted it, but this is going back in.
So that is an actual part.
It's an actual part, yeah. I mean, the rest of these are all pretty decent. Everything would have been done with stick. springs because that is a lot tougher steel. You can't just throw it in your shear and chop that off. You know, it's pretty tough on the shear. So he used it, the old fire axe.
The fire axe. And that's not just...
And he used that to, you know, he took this one, he went and blew the holes in there with a torch. So I kind of cleaned them up a little bit, but put some paint on there.
Because you had some of these other, like these ones.
Yeah.
That doesn't line up.
Well,
at all.
He cut them off with a torch. Yeah.
So when this is done, and you assemble this and put it back together, and we get the haters out there that say, Jesus, Travis, you didn't do a very good job cutting those. This is original. This is Huskymobile factory.
Look, nobody's gonna get down on their hands and knees and look at the cuts on the back of the Leafs.
Somebody will.
Well,
come on.
If you do, I mean, great. Get down there and take a look. I'd be great. I'd be happy for you to take a peek. It's an interesting machine. But
this is an interesting dynamic of this stupid sled. Is that this was factory, that cut.
Well, yeah, factory. I think it was an old cheese factory, if I'm not mistaken. This shop is an old cheese factory.
An actual cheese factory.
Well, yeah.
Oh my God.
I don't know if it was, cheddar. I don't know what type of cheese. Huskymobile has been media blasted, and now it's time to replace a little bit of steel. There's not a lot that needs to be replaced, but you can see it's pretty rotten here where the plywood would sit, so we got some nice new angle here. And now at the front, the main base that went here that held the motor, it was pretty cracked and it was rotted right through on the front, so I've cut that out and I've got a new piece of steel that's going to go in there. And then there's a hole that's got to be fixed and some cracks here and there, but other than that, it's coming along. Okay, almost there. I think one more coat on this heap, and then tomorrow I may start some assembly. Oh boy, this has been a while coming, but I don't want to say that Frank didn't do a good job, but I think UHMW is going to be a better selection for that driver. Gotta secure that. Got this tiny pulley here, barely adequate for this machine. Got an engine spacer here. I don't think there was one there before, but there's one going on now, and
possibly I'll put a stick-on oil pan heater on the bottom and the cord can come out here. We'll see. But I've got the axles in. They're all tightened up with the exception of the final one here. You can see it's sitting a little cockeyed. That's because the tensioner bolts here are loose. So, but they're all centered up, locked in place, ready to have that track put in. Will it be on the snow this winter? No, not this winter. I'm gonna get this track in and probably set the motor on it, and then I'm gonna leave it until next spring because I don't want to do any more work. Oh yeah. Way to go, Frank. You're number one.